Ad Astra was directed by James Gray and stars Brad Pitt as an astronaut searching for his missing father. Many years ago, his father, played by Tommy Lee Jones, went on a mission towards Neptune, and he never returned. But now, an electrical surge is emanating from the area they believed he was in. And this surge is now threatening the entire universe, so Brad Pitt jumps in a rocket ship to find out if his dad is still alive. I'm finally back from Fantastic Fest. If you didn't know where I was in Austin, Texas, at the Alamo Drafthouse Theater, watching a ton of movies, meeting a lot of cool people, and I had a really excellent time. By the way, Alamo Drafthouse, I finally got to go to one. That is a beautiful thing that they do there. It's so quiet. It's wonderful. Now that I'm back, I have a lot of catching up to do. I have this review as well as Rambo, and then a lot of reviews of various films I saw at the festival. So bear with me if this review isn't as long as I would normally make them. I have like a lot of videos to make. I've heard many divisive things about this film, mostly from my friends. Critics really seemed to enjoy this movie, and a lot of my friends were mixed on it, and I tend to hate knowing that kind of stuff going in. I tried to stay as far away from the film as possible. I only saw bits and pieces of the trailer, and I really didn't know what the movie was about. I hate going into a movie with expectations, but since I was at a festival, I couldn't help but hear things. I really love this movie, but I completely understand why some people might not like the film because it's not like other space movies. It also has a lot of inconsistencies in regards to movie logic, and if you don't know what that is, it's essentially something that wouldn't happen in real life, but you need it to happen in your movie to get something from point A to point B, and you hope that the audience is invested enough in your film to go with the movie logic. And there are moments in the movie like that, where characters do things, and it just seems pretty far-fetched. If you really want to get into judging the movie's science, or its space travel, or its exploration, and how things happen, you're going to be annoyed throughout the entire film. But I don't go to the movie theater to write a thesis. I go to the movie theater to have a good time. That's my thoughts on that. And I had an excellent time, largely due to Brad Pitt's terrific performance. This is another great performance from him this year after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He's very restrained in this movie. A lesser actor would have gone bigger in many moments, but Pitt is extremely held back. And it also works for his character because he's supposed to be someone who's really calm and collected and very careful. He has to take consistent psych evaluations, and a computer tells him whether or not he's good to go. And so he has to be very calm. He's known for having a low heart rate. And the things that happen over the course of this mission are going to challenge that side of him. The movie has a lot of voiceover, which is very difficult to get right. And I like what they did here because it isn't necessarily a voiceover that explains story so much as it explains character. Since he is such a reserved character, he's thinking a lot about things, about his past, about what he hopes might be his future. So if you're going to tell a story with a character that doesn't talk that much, voiceover can be a big assist in this area, and I think they did a pretty good job of that here. It didn't feel like they were explaining things, it didn't feel like they were talking down to the audience, it just felt like an added bonus. When voiceover is done right, I actually really love it, as long as it doesn't make you feel like you're an idiot. And the visuals and cinematography are beautiful. There's an amazing chase sequence on the moon that was jaw-dropping. The way James Gray handles action in this film didn't feel like the way other directors do. It's almost like the action is there, but it's not the focus. He keeps it very focused on character and incredible cinematography, but the way it's handled, especially with the score, because the score is minimalistic in that it's a lot of droning sounds and really beautiful noises, but it doesn't pound you in your face with intensity, telling you to have a good time. It's a very somber and moody film. The atmosphere is achieved beautifully. And that, I think, is why I like this movie more than I think some audience members might, because I didn't go into this movie expecting a space adventure. I was thinking it might be something like Interstellar, but with less action sequences. And that's kind of what it is. In fact, they even got the same director of photography who shot Interstellar. And so it was clear that that may have been sort of a roadmap, just that tone and feel. Along with that atmosphere and the mood and the tone, the thing that kept this movie consistently interesting for me was the theme of father and son and becoming the father or being afraid to become the father. A literal search for who your father is while you're actually searching for him. Really beautiful stuff. And it affected me, to be honest. I thought it was handled really, really well. And I gave a shit. I cared about this character. And I really wanted him to be okay. Which is all too rare in film nowadays, to feel an actual connection with the fictional character. I thought Ad Astra was really brilliant. The story and science sometimes is a little far-reaching. But again, I'm no science major. And the majority of people who see this movie will not be. And if you are, and you didn't like the movie because of that, that's fine. I'm just saying, those types of things don't always bother me. I like movies that make me feel something. And Ad Astra definitely did. And I'm going to give it an A. So yeah, like I said, stay tuned for reviews of Rambo and a ton of movies I saw at Fantastic Fest. Jojo Rabbit, The Lodge, VFW. I saw Tammy and the T-Rex. That was something. Holy shit. I will probably do a hilariosity of that as soon as the new Blu-ray comes out. That's going to be fun. Guys, thank you so much as always for watching. Look forward to more reviews very soon, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.